Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Silver's War broadcast. Oh boy, a good amount has changed. So, yeah, people clowned on me a bunch last episode for saying, "Oh, they're not gonna take Lebanon. That's not gonna happen." I. It's not that I forgot Glorg and Boko were homies. It's that I thought Glorg would not check the server at all. I don't know. I guess I forgot about DMing. Um, if the camera looks angled, it's because I couldn't be bothered enough to fix it. Okay, a couple updates. You may or may not be noticing some new colors. Uh, the the darker variants of various colors are areas that are public spaces that can be raided, but not taken. Like they can't be occupied. So for the Allied side, a darker blue, like all of the various villages, Lookout Landing, um, and Karakara cannot be taken. For the Yiga, it's all of their in-game bases, so like the regular hideout, the Akala hideout, the Shrine of Resurrection, the Woodcutter's house. Simple enough. The light blue is stuff that is occupied by the guards, and the red stuff, and the light red stuff is the stuff occupied by the Yiga that can be taken. You also may notice just generally more things. I went through the map, the on-server player places world anvil map. I love that thing. I also hate it because it's not updated at all. I'm going to make a server suggestion about that as soon as this video goes up. Um, but yeah, so I generally went through which ones were active or I generally like chose which ones I thought would be active / could be active if the people wanted them to be active. I don't know. I went based on vibe. Excuse me. So we got Cole's house right here. We got the Sea Flyer the Sea's Council here. This is Caden's house over here. Here, oh shoot, what is that? Oh, that's the prison. That's the high security prison. I doubt Quill will allow that to be fully taken, but we'll see. Um, Update: the outpost was taken back. We took back the outpost. That's outpost. That's Steve's house right next to it. They're like, oh, we can't do anything. Okay. Over here this is Frisk's house. This is Finch's home and forge. Over here we got a few things. We got this is the Gerudo Yiga base, which maybe is going to be able to be taken. If it's going to happen at all, it's going to be later in the war. But honestly, I don't expect Boca to want to give that up at all. But we'll see. This is Sophia's house, which we have since taken, and the Gerudo Futures Institute, which was gloriously taken with absolutely no resistance. This is Ibex's house, by the way, this red dot right here. So yeah. There's not too much to go on. I mean, there's a bunch of random things, but I don't think Quill's gonna let them take the prison. Caden's not gonna let his house be taken. Same with Sea's Council, Coulson's thing. Oh, this is Fioris's house. And considering it was already taken and retaken, so I don't think that's going to be relevant. If you're wondering what this is, it's just a bug that matches whatever the color of my stylus is, or like whatever. I don't think these are going to be retaken. I don't think this isn't going to be retaken. I can just tell you that. Optimum is currently like the main thing that's got to be retaken. Also, the New Royal Guard base, that too. What we're seeing is I had originally gone into this war expecting like actual attempts at taking stuff by the Yiga, but no, I think they just want to be threatening and powerful. The fact is, even if the guard gets everything back to the status quo as it was, and even if they manage to take like one extra base, that's not going to be significant. It's like, oh, they got beat and then they got unbeat once Hyrule started backing them. it's gonna really not gonna do much for the guard's reputation. I try to be unbiased here. Um, Keyword try. What would be an impact though is there are three generals leading this operation: Ibex, Boko, and Kaido. And naturally, maybe call this an OOC spoiler, but all of this is OOC spoilers. So, um, Boko's not gonna give up his main character. Ibex is not gonna give up his main character, but Kaido is destined to be defeated. I don't think Revan really wants Kaido to be killed. He really post Kaido first Kaido quest and Kaido being like, Kaido's back. Kaido's back. Not just back from the ABR, like the first time he was like turned out he was alive. Um People were like, "Oh my gosh, Kaido's back." And Revan was super trying to sell everyone on the idea of him being put in prison, which isn't realistic at all. Realistically, people would absolutely kill him. But I digress. We can do the best we can within the limitations of permission. Um, and so to that end, I say, in canon, from the perspective of these people, if things were to be taken and some things retaken, and we got back to the status quo, maybe a couple things retaken from the Yiga, but not really much. Like the Futures Institute, like that's not going to be huge. Like, oh, we now have a college, cool. But if you, if one of the most feared people in Hyrule, if one of the most prominent threats in all of Hyrule was to be taken out, was to be permanently eliminated, that would be winning. That would be sending a message, especially if it was done by the New Royal Guard. If the New Royal Guard could take down Kaido, then that would be proving that the New Royal Guard isn't just a bunch of nerds who cry when they get beaten and need assistance from the other nations. They're a force that can hold their own against even some of the most powerful Yiga armies. If they eliminate Kaido, which remains to be seen. I also forgot a couple places in here. I think this is CJ's Ocarina's. And one of these is presumably Quartz's hospital. And one of these is something else. I cannot remember. I'm gonna end this video. It's a bit shorter than the others. Or than the other. So that's how I think things are. I think we're gonna be seeing a lot more raiding in the coming days. I think we're gonna be seeing a retaking of Oppenum. And I think we're gonna be seeing a push into the sky. And you may be wondering, and the last thing is, you may be wondering what this is. The yellow is set aside as neither Yiga nor Guard. It's actually a holy land. It's a holy land too sacred to be bound to the mortals of this world, that to the petty conflicts that they have. And the glory, the holiness I'm of course talking about right here. Everyone knows it. Everyone's loves it. I'm of course talking about Squimblow's Junkyard. It's the most sacred place in all of Hyrule. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful wartime, I guess.